YouTubers. Today I wanted to show you the new MIDI guitar clips that I put together. And the reason is that I find that in the style engines they are a bit boring. So let's take something very simple. Let's use a style to showcase what I mean. So I'm going to record a style called Disco Pop Jam. And I'm going to use a very simple chord progression to show you the repetitiveness. So it's A minor, E7, A minor, E7. This will illustrate the repetitiveness that exists on the style engine and how my guitars can improve that. So let me start by recording this. And I'm recording it as I always do in SmartBridge. Alright, I'll drag it over, so have a look at it. So it's doing quite a lot of interesting stuff. The drums here, nice, I like that. It's got a sort of like almost like a jack swing to it. Classic on the bottom. The bass is actually not that bad here, to be honest. And this is something that I noticed. They have now new samples that are hammer-ons. So I'm employing them as well. So the hammer-ons are done here, as you can hear, and it sounds quite authentic. But it's too repetitive. And here, same thing here. After a couple of bars, you realize this is not it's a robot. It's not a playing machine anymore. Okay, so how can we fix this? I have, as usual, my own version of these things. I have my basses, drums, I have some rhythm guitars now, and the latest one are the brass performances, and they are extremely expressive. So let's start by replacing the guitar. So the first thing you have to be aware of is you need to find out where the guitar is playing, in what channel. In this case, it's chord 2, and that means channel 13. The reason that is important is because it actually uses whatever I pick here. So I'm going to pick a slap guitar. Then I'm going to pick R&B. And as you can hear now, you have literally tons of different options. So the way this works is that these are all of those songs, as I call them there. They are takes, little clips, only 1 bar long, and I stitch them together when you click on generate. So you get different takes with different combinations of these ones. So have a quick listen. As you can hear, they are extremely expressive and have a lot of variation in them. And that was just one. Let me continue and use another one. Generate. And this, by the way, I've chosen a slap guitar, and it then utilizes the slap articulation. If I pick a normal guitar, it will use the open keys instead. But I can also, if I want to, change the velocity. Here it's quite strong. Here it's got a normal velocity. And then I can do, and if I feel that the slap is too loud, I can bring it down. Alright, so let's just pick one and replace it so you can hear where it... As you can hear, there is so much expression going on here. So let's replace this. So immediately it comes alive. Okay, let's now continue and we'll replace the bass now. in the bass, as I said before, I've now added 3 things. An S means that it has a slap articulation involved. But that, of course, only applies when the mega voice itself has a slap. For instance, the active finger and bass slap has a slap articulation. But the one I'm on right now doesn't have. It has a hammer-on instead. And hammer-ons are used literally everywhere in the new library. And this PB means pitch bend. And that is my interpretation on slides. You want to do a slide when you're working on, let me give an example. Listen to this. Ah, there it was. It was 2. Let's take another pick where it's more present. There. I'll take this one and drag it over so you can hear and see the slide. So here you see the pitch bend wheel. So it does the slide. And it sounds really authentic because it sounds genuinely like a... Maybe I'll pick this other one instead. So now you listen to the whole thing in context and it really changes. Great. Now again, I have a new library, which is a brass library. And this particular style has the brass as the last channel. And these are again based on songs. So you have these songs and they are stitched together into different sections. So you have all these takes that you can pick from with variations. So just pick one. I'm going to raise the volume a little bit so you can hear it better. And they are especially tailored or made for the mega voice called Section Horns Live. And the reason I picked that one is because it contains the articulations of longs and staccato notes. I'm going to pick this and I will show you in a couple of seconds why I'm picking this. Another very cool feature that I put a lot of effort in is that during the long notes, it actually uses the expression wheel. So each time there is a long note, you'll hear what's called a crescendo, a typical brass sounding. So here. Oh, I had it on the guitar, sorry. So it's extremely sort of powerful. The guitar is a little bit too loud. I will lower it a little bit. Okay, so that was the new brass stuff, but it doesn't end there. Another thing I have is that I have the ability now to, I drag this and I drag the whole thing to the mega voice. But if I drag it like this, it creates a 4-part that I can use on my song channels. So here I get 4 parts: trumpet, alto sax, tenor sax, and trombone. And if I go into my Genos mixer and I use the ensembles, there is nothing on them at the moment. I click on my ensembles and then I pick. Let me pick a funk brass that has a trumpet, big band. No, I like the Woodwoods better. There we go. Trumpet, funk, a tenor, and trombone. Bang! They get stuck over there. I want to lower the volume a little bit. So usually a little bit too hot. And now they're all playing in sync. So you have the mega voice playing the brass, but you also have the instruments playing the brass. And of course with the expression, as you can hear. So that, my friends, was an example using the new library clips. Let me continue. I will use the exact same chord progression, but instead I'm going to use rock now, because I have some really cool rock stuff. So I'll 121 and listen to this simple, quick, just a classic rock song. So I'll record that, record the section onto B, because usually it's a little bit, it's the best option between busy and non-busy. Classical. Drag it over. Ah, it does have a second. I thought it didn't have. So here we go. So what do we get? We get this leave that alone. Leave that alone. But we have some guitars. I think we can do something more fun with this. So what do I do now? I open my trusted, and I'll open my rhythm guitars and I'll choose rock. First I got to check where my guitar is. It's on phrase 1 and phrase 2, meaning on channel 15 and 16. And it is a slap ample guitar, mega slap amp guitar. So what do we got here? We got some really good. Let's start with power strums. Ah, it's on funk. This, by the way, is a very powerful tool that I implemented. These are the voicings, and they can be applied all over the library. So pop, and this might not be the best option for pop, but then you got the open chords. Funk, it uses the upper and just chopping. Power, it is for hard rock, and usually the way that starts. But this is 16. I want something. And this is the cool thing. Now you can do all songs. You can do 4/4 and you can do 1/8. And then you get a selection of typical songs that will fit this. So let's try this. Okay, I'm dragging that over. So it's replacing that. And then I'll just take the one below. It plays another take a little differently, which is what you're supposed to do when you are playing layering two guitars like this. So listen to it now. What about the bass? Let's do something about the bass. We go into rock. Let's do a verse, and it's a pick open, which is great. So we'll do one with hammer-ons. I want it to be a little bit tougher on the velocities. Okay, let's try that. Bass, move it. Immediately, it gives it another life. It's not that stale, boring. And let's move some of the drums. Here it's important to understand where it lands the snares, because I need to mimic that. This is the bass drum, and it's doing two snare drums, one there and another one there. So it's using the A sharp 0 and F sharp 0. Excellent. You will understand what I'm looking at that. So let's put that aside. And then we'll go to my drum performances. We'll pick up Mr. Rock. We'll do a typical verse, straight. And let's listen to it. As you can hear, they are extremely expressive. And the way it works is that you pick your fill. It automatically understands that it has, this is an 8-bar loop. So every 4th bar, you can add a fill, and then you can add another fill. So it picks the clip, and then it adds 2 fills to it. So it's all done automatically for you. Let's drag and drop that into the actual thing. Let's fix the lengths. And then I'll click on all of these, do copy and paste, sharp 0, and I believe the other one was. So now I'm mimicking that. As you can hear, there's a lot of. Oh, listen to this ending here. Really nice. Let's listen to the whole thing in context now. That was a rock version using the same stuff and adding my clips. The last example is going to be a ballad, and for that I'm going to use a pop and the songwriter's ballad, which is 79 bars long. So let's go back and record the same thing. Record that. I'll do section B again, and we'll fill it. Drag it over as always. Alright, so let's start with what it has. So if you look at the style section, chord 1 is a steel acoustic finger. So let's look at that, chord 1. That's nice, but I would prefer for this to be an arpeggio. So let's try that. I'll open my guitar library. Need to check again, chord 1, which is, no, so I'm on brass before, rhythm guitar, and it should be, of course, number 12, which is chord 1. Steel acoustic finger, it tries to detect it, but sometimes it's not being detected, but I don't know why. Let's go for an arpeggio, and then what we have, romance or shuffle. So romance will be better, of course, to generate some of them. It's on power, it should be on pop. And it's actually better to put it on auto, because then it knows. The guitars are too low, I'm going to raise them a little bit. I'll use that. As you can hear, there's a lot of variation. This is something that I'm missing when it comes to the style engine of Genos in general. They could have done so much better if they actually use variations, so it doesn't sound too boring. Same thing here, of course. This bass is just sad. So let's go into the bass category. I'll go on ballads. And Oh, this one's good. It's got a lot of tonality, a lot of things going on. So let's hear it now. I think I can put up the velocities a little bit more. So they're stronger now. They were a little bit too strong. Ah, that's better. It doesn't clash with the bass anymore. And this is all this does, so let's change that. Ballad. Pick a fill. Pick another fill. And replace it. Ignore a little bit. This is a cool thing about Genos. It has different velocities or different levels of hi-hats. This needs to be a lower hi-hat. It's too, and it's actually a bit too loud. So. Before I leave you guys, I'm going to show you another feature, and that is the new version of the solo phrases. So just to showcase how that works, I picked my ballads. I wanted to feel the line safe within the note. It's straight, and I want some longer notes rather than, and I want mono. And as the solo instrument, which is part of this one touch setting number 4, I'm using a ballad delay. So it will give me some suggestions for a ballad in a safe sort of environment, so it matches the chords. I can be either balanced or expressive, but in this case it's going to be safe. And as you can hear, they are extremely expressive. So I'll drag it over and I'll just place it over there. Okay, with that in mind, guys, thank you very much. Going to listen through this and you can hear the new features of SmartBridge.